With Atelier Yumia only 3 days away, I couldn't be more excited. But as much as I love the Atelier series, there are a few things I really hope Gus changes this time around. Number one, the hardest difficulty should be available from the start. One thing that always frustrates me is locking the hardest difficulty behind clearing the game first. I get that it encourages replayability, but for players like me who want a real challenge right away, it just feels restrictive. Part of the fun of a first playthrough is not knowing what's coming next and having to adapt on the fly. But if I already had to clear the game once, I'm going to know what's coming and it's not going to be as fun. So, I think they should either make the hardest difficulty available from the start, or if it has to be unlocked, make it even harder to justify the wait. I'd also like to see them put more power into weapons and armor. In Atelier Ryza 2, I did a legendary difficulty challenge run on a fresh save where I only used healing, buffing, and debuffing items. No offensive damage types like bombs. At first it was a fun challenge, but by the end of the game, it just turned into item spamming to stay alive, and honestly, that's not much different from spamming bombs to instantly nuke bosses. I love the skills, animations, and attacks in the Ryza series, but let's be real. If you craft strong bombs, you rarely get to use them. If Gus puts more damage and survivability into weapons, it would make gear-focused playthroughs way more satisfying. But what do you think? These are just my hopes for Atelier Yumia, but what about you? Do you like unlocking difficulties, or would you prefer them available from the start? And how do you feel about the balance between weapons and items in combat?